Yes, my dear students, welcome back to our second video session. I hope you all have enjoyed the first video. The title of the poem was Confession of a Born Spectator, written by Ogden Nash. The first, totally, it has got 6 stanzas. The first 3 stanzas we have discussed in the first video. Now, coming to the second video, where it mostly deals with one's involvement, active involvement with the game. The active involvement with the game, that's what we are going to see in this video. Here, I may be mere spectator sitting in the stadium to watch the performance of the players. Yes, that is where I derive happiness by seeing the performance of the players. That's enough for me. Never I want to enter into the stadium and play with all the players. I just want to sit and watch like a mere spectator. There I derive real happiness, real satisfaction. Never I want to get any wound or hurt during the game. That's what we have seen in the first 3 stanzas. Now let us move on to the 4th stanza. That is, ego it might please to enough, but zealous athletes play so rough. They do not ever in the dealing consider one another's feelings. I will explain what is feelings. I am glad that when my struggle begins, twist prudence and ego prudence wins. My dear students, here you have to understand the figures of speech that is applied here. The figures of speech. Enough and rough. Dealings and feelings. Begins and wins. See, in the beginning of the class, I have just informed you, this poet has used some unconventional rhyming scheme. What is unconventional? Irregular. The word unconventional means it is an irregular rhyming scheme. This is what we will see. A. B, C. See, normally the poets, they never use such a rhyming scheme in their poem. But this person, being a light-versed poet, he uses to make fun, to make a comedy, a sense of comedy in the poem. He does not want to get the readers to be very adamant towards the poem, but he wants to readers to enjoy the game, enjoy the poem as well. So, enough rough, dealings, feelings, begins, wins. This is the unconventional rhyming scheme, as we call it as a light verse. Now, here in this word, who is the ego? Ego refers to it's I. It's a I. I want to be a winner. Every time I enter into the stadium, on the field, I want to be a winner. Every time I want to be a winner. Is it possible? My dear children, tell me, is it possible? Every time, can I get a first rank? Every time I want to be a first in the class. Is it possible? Yes, if you try for some time. But in this poem it says, my ego says, I want to be a winner always. By all means, I will put all my struggle, I put all my pain, everything. See, it might please to enough. That's not enough. But zealous athletes play so rough. But only in theoretical part, I want to be a winner. If I go on saying, without working, without showing any performance in the field or in the paper, how can I become a winner? How can I become a winner? Here you see, zealous, the word zealous. A person who has got passion. A person who has got a passion. Yes. The very yes, that's what we need. A person who has passion and plays the game so roughly. He never worries about the feelings of others. He tackles, he kicks, he bats, everything. Never worries about the feelings of others. Whether he is getting injured, whether he is getting wounded, no problem for me. My aim is to win because I am hired by somebody. I am hired by some company. They are paying for me. So I have to be faithful towards them. So see here, the athletes, they always play so roughly in the game. Any game you take it, either it can be outdoor game, kabaddi, for example. They play so roughly, never worry about the feelings and sentiments of the people. They play because they want to win. The ego. See, they want to prove themselves that they are the champion, that they are the winner. Listen here, the athletes play so rough, they are not worried about the feelings of anybody, the feelings of the opponent. He or she may be a brother or sister, I have no problem. My aim is to win. My aim is to win. They do not ever, in their feelings, consider one another's feelings. Yes, never they are worried about the feelings of others. I am glad that when my struggle begins, twist prudence and ego, prudence wins. What do you mean by the word prudence here? Prudence means knowledge. Prudence means knowledge. Here, the fight between prudence and ego. Whether who wins here? Whether prudence wins or ego wins. The author says it is the prudence who wins here, not ego. Prudence means that refers to knowledge about various things. Jnanam, arivu sollum. That's what we need to know many things. So here prudence only wins the game. See some of the pictures that I have given put here. The athletes play rough games without caring for each other's feelings. They're spotting rival. Rival means opponent. The word rival means opponent. See here, they play so roughly. They play so roughly, never worried about what the opponent is. Coming to the fifth stanza. When swollen eye meets knurled fist, when snaps the knee and cracks the wrist, when officialdom demands, is there a doctor in the stands? My soul in truth thanksgiving speaks for this modest of physique. Yes, here this particular stanza explains about the injuries of the player, wounded player, how they are getting wounded, how they are getting hurt during the game. When swollen eyes, what do you mean by the word swollen eyes? See here, I have given a picture here. See, when in the boxing, when opponent gives a punching, sometimes your eyes will be swollen. Okay, it will be swollen eyes. Meets knurled. The word knurled means rough. Rough. Fist. Okay, wow. Fist. When snaps the knee and cracks the wrist. So, listen here. Here, the figure of speech applied here is, in this particular poem is onomatopoeia. What is onomatopoeia? The real sounds of the thing, the real sounds of the place is given here. See here. When snaps the knee, when the knee breaks and cracks the wrist and breaks the wrist. So it is a real sound. The real sound is given here. Sometimes during the match time, they have to break the knees while they are playing football, hockey. We have to see how, or cricket also. Sometimes they break the knees. Sometimes in the boxing and so on, they break the wrist. They break the wrist. At this time, when officialdom demands, someone is asking. Those who are on the field, the umpire, the referee, they will demand, they will demand, ask. What they are asking? Is there doctor in the stand? Stand refers to, what is the stand? The dressing room. The dressing room. So, the referee, the umpire is asking, looking at the field, looking at the dressing room and asking, is there a doctor in the stand? Is there a doctor available? Now, my soul in true thanksgiving speaks. My refers to the poet. He says, I am very happy. I am not getting any injured. My knee is not broken. My wrist is not broken. Nothing happened to me. But I am thankful, soul, I am thankful to God. I am thankful to God for this modest physique. Physique. The word physique. One person's body. This is enough for me. The God has given such a shape to me, it is enough. I am very happy with my body. I am not worried about his or her. Their physique is different, mine is different. I am very happy. I am not getting any injured. I am sitting like a spectator and watch the game. So in this poem, we will see fist wrist, demands stance, speaks physics. This is an unconventional rhyming scheme. A, B, B, C, C. See, doctors are called from the stand by the sponsors to treat the injured athletes or players, sports person on the field, where the referee, the umpire just calls, please, doctor, come to treat the players. Athletes, I will think to you or eat with you or anything except compact with you. Buy tickets worth a radium to watch you gamble in the stadium and reassure myself anew that you are not me and I am not you. Students, here, just listen here. Athletes, I will drink to you. I am very happy to have drinks with you. When you celebrate your victory, when you prove that you are a champion, when you have a party, I am ready to come and share with you. I am ready to drink with you. Or even eat with you. I am ready to share. Okay, I am ready to share the dining hall with you. Or anything except compact with you, except combat. Never I want to fight with you. Never I want to play with you. Be opponent towards you. Buy ticket. I am ready to buy tickets worth the radium. Radium is costliest metal that is available. That is very less. The metal that is available on the earth. So it is very costly. Even I am ready to buy tickets to watch you gamble. Gamble means expect joy, happiness, sing, move around the stadium, okay, jumping, screaming, everything when you do it. Gamble. The word gamble means run or jump. When you are a champion, you run around the stadium. You run around the stadium to celebrate your victory. So to watch you gamble in the stadium and reassure myself in you that you are not me and I am not you. So I am very happy that I am sitting like a mere spectator. You are a player. Very happy. Very happy to enjoy this kind of game. Having come to the conclusion of the poem, where the poet talks about one's inner feelings in this beautiful poem. Fix your goal. Whatever comes on the way, never worry about the obstacles. There may be obstacles on the way, but never worry. You have to keep on moving. People will speak about you. The road may not be smooth, but never worry. Let your destination, let your aim be there. Looking at your aim, go, go, go. If you are hurt, if you are wounded, never worry. Because the amount of struggle, pain that you put while you are traveling will really give you fruitful, sweet memory once you reach there. So my dear students, enjoy the game, whatever that you play. You may be a player, enjoy. Some of you may be a spectator, sit in the stadium and clap your hands, applaud, appreciate all the talents of the players. But whatever may be, put your true spirit, zealous spirit, passionate spirit. There you will get a true satisfaction. Thank you. Students, for your further reference, I have enclosed in the description box study material, question bank and self-assessment for 30 marks. Kindly write everything in the subject note. First write everything in the subject note. After writing, then you close it, read carefully, then you write a self-assessment test for 30 marks. Really it will help you. So I hope you all will do it. In the next class, we will see the next poem. Thank you.